In a market crowded with underdosed and ineffective CBD products, STB Active has made it our mission to cut through the noise and deliver salves and tinctures that will really help you at a fair price. And unlike many others, only full-spectrum CBD extract is used in all of our products, taking full advantage of the entourage effect. In addition, we use a proprietary terpene blend to naturally maximize results. Both our Relief Salve and Soothe Roll-On Topicals are made with less than 10 USDA organic ingredients, contain an industry-leading 1,000 milligrams of CBD per ounce, and provide immediate and long-lasting relief for the aches and pains that come with an active lifestyle. All STB Active products are made in-house and third-party tested using strict cannabis industry standards. Discover how you can find the balance and relief you need, and see for yourself why STB Active is simply the best at stbactive.com.
More effective are tinctures. We utilize CBN and CBG as well to help with anti-anxiety and help with relaxation and sleep. Yeah, we're full believers in the entourage effect. I've used CBD products that use isolate and they did nothing for me. Lots of our customers have said, I've tried this and that, nothing works. And then I find out they're using hemp seed oil or they're using something that's isolate based and it doesn't have the same effect, where our product, I don't know, significant difference. And I think the entourage effect is the main culprit for that.
From the PodCONX studios, high in the Rockies at the beautiful Beaver Creek Resort, it's the Raising Cannabis Capital Show.
Today on Raising Cannabis Capital, we are joined by Bobby Wilcox and Max Unterbach from STB Brands. Bobby and Max, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having us. Thank you.
Well, I've heard a lot about your company, so it's nice to finally meet you. STB produces CBD products, so that's probably the best place for us to jump right in. With all the CBD brands and products available, Max, what makes your products different?
Well, we spend a lot of time before making our products looking at the different available options in the industry and noticed that a lot of the information was misrepresented and things were underdosed. So we come from a cannabis background. ProCan Labs is the sister company to STB, and we've been a premier extraction specialist in California since the legalization of recreational cannabis back a couple of years ago. So with that information, we basically took what we know and said, all right, here's the milligrams that's going to work for the most people, and eliminate that confusing option when you open up a site and say, okay, here's 1,500 milligrams, here's 500 milligrams, here's 3,000 milligrams. What's right for me? And we think it's unrealistic to expect a consumer to come on and say, yeah, this is the one. But we took the guesswork out of it and just give you a couple different form factors that work for a wide variety of people.
I'll tell you what, it's confusing, especially for the novice when you go on some of these sites and there are so many different strengths and so many different types. Bobby, when it comes to that dosing, what do you recommend for people? Do you say just different amounts and work their way up? Is that the best way to do it?
When it comes to the tinctures, yes, definitely for sure. Our topicals, you can pretty much use as needed. And as you're feeling the pain, just apply it, again, as needed, and you can keep reapplying it throughout the day. As far as the tinctures go, it's always better to work your way up. I would say half an ml to start and then 1 ml after that.
Yeah, I see a lot of the stuff on your website seems to be more towards the active lifestyle and athletics. And I know it's almost like it's in your DNA. I saw your medical advisor is a ring-size physician for boxing and MMA. Are you seeing a lot more athletes selecting CBD products over pharmaceuticals?
I think that people are looking for a holistic way to get away from prescription medication. And I think CBD might be coming out of the woodwork as a good option for those people. However, I'm not 100% sure if, like a professional athlete, there's still a lot of gray space in whether or not the CBD/THC products are going to be allowed in their specific arenas. However, a lot of the people that we're dealing with are amateur level boxers or MMA fighters, people, collegiate players, people that are not quite so stringently tested, however, could still greatly benefit from the product. The CBD is great for aches and pains, and athletes have that. So that was the primary focus, but we branch out to all different kinds of consumers. An active professional or professional athletes is what we like to say.
I think that's a very good distinction, and I'm glad you cleared that up for everybody, because most people are the weekend warriors. You do something on the weekend and you're like, oh, I'm going to push it. I'm going to go on a long hike, or I'm going to go on a long bike ride. And then Monday morning, you're like, oh my God, I got hit by a truck. And that's where I think seems like it would make more sense to use some CBD on your sore back versus taking some ibuprofen. I would think that's probably a more holistic approach.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can you explain how terpenes help reduce pain?
It comes from the arena of aromatherapy. So as we all know, there's certain scents that provide different feelings. So for example, lavender's been known to soothe and calm and relax. Along those lines, we add different botanical oils to add to the effect of the CBD and not just rely on the anti-inflammatory properties of CBD, but also look at the more widely recognized aspects of aromatherapy and basically get as much out of each individual plant as possible. We've partnered with someone who comes from a very personal place where she has a son who had seizures multiple a day, was on 20 plus different medications, and she turned to CBD as a way to help treat him. And through just a mother's search for answers, she developed these wonderful products, all based out of botanically derived oils, and everything is all natural. She was afraid of all the different prescription meds that her son was on, and today she's happy to claim that he's down to one medication and sees seizures only in reference to the different states of the moon, interestingly enough.
Wow.
Has fallen away from multiple a day. It's truly once or twice a month now. And she says it's her formulations, and we bought into it 100%.
That rolls into my next question about how you avoid the isolates and that you try to get more of the entourage effects with your products. Bobby, maybe you can explain a little bit more how you go about doing that.
We use full spectrum distillate, so it contains all the cannabinoids working in conjunction with one another to make it more effective. Our tinctures, we utilize CBN and CBG as well to help with anti-anxiety and help with relaxation and sleep. Yeah, we're full believers in the entourage effect. I've used CBD products that use isolate, and they did nothing for me. Lots of our customers have said, I've tried this and that, and nothing works. And then I find out they're using hemp seed oil, or they're using something that's isolate based, and it doesn't have the same effect, where our product, I don't know, significant difference. And I think the entourage effect is the main culprit for that.
Yeah, I've heard that a number of times. The other thing I thought was interesting is just how much effort you guys put into testing your products. Explain some of the steps that you take to ensure that your products are the way you want them.
Well, the distillate is tested when we receive it. Then we make a batch of whatever product it is. And before I package it, we send it out to get tested. And then the final product is tested again. So it's tested 3 times down the line by a third-party lab.
Yeah, and we use a third-party lab that we're familiar with through the cannabis space. And they're also a nationally accredited food lab. So we thought they were a great space to look at. We want to show that not only is the milligrams there that you are expecting to buy, we also want to make sure that it's clean and safe for the customer. And so one thing you'll notice about our products is that we want to make sure that we're testing pesticides and other impurities as well, in addition to only the cannabinoids. So we really want to make sure we're putting out a nice clean product, truly organic through and through. Every base ingredient is tested before formulation, and to make sure that final formulation really is something that's only going to help instead of hinder.
Yeah, that's so important. Tell me a little bit about your expansion plans. Like, what do you have in the works like over the next 12 months?
Right now, we're really getting the ball rolling. We want to get people in on the ground level, so to speak, where we want to potentially get different wholesale opportunities in place. Really, we want to get it in as many people's hands as possible. One thing we found with this product, by trade, we are operators and manufacturers. So we've made a really good product, and we know that if we can get it in front of people, they'll buy it. We hear it time and again that, hey, this stuff actually works. I've tried other CBD products and they didn't, and your guys' stuff does. So right now, our biggest plan is get it in the hands of as many people that it'll help as possible. And then from there, we hope to perpetuate that into potentially the store space, white labeling for other companies, anyone who can see benefit in this, we want to keep growing it out. We know how to expand and scale on the manufacturing level, and we think we can take that expertise and grow STB, hopefully to take it national and then globally.
That's so cool. Marketing, that's an expensive endeavor. Will you be raising any capital to help with that project?
Right now, we're internally funded and we're happy beating the drum that way. Not to say that if someone saw real value in this and wanted to help us jump to the next step, certainly wouldn't turn our nose up at it. However, right now we are self-funded, run out of no debt at all at this moment. We're all cash out of pocket right now. So we're happy with how we're going. But like I said, if somebody's willing to take that next jump with us, we're here for it.
Well, we're going to have all your information in the show notes. And so if somebody's interested in learning more about the CBD products, or if you want to maybe try to convince these guys to take on a partner, I'm sure they'll be happy to talk to you. Bobby, Max, thanks for being on the show today.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Dan.